If you're looking for a way to power up your nutrients with a plant-based protein powder, then raw vegan plant-based protein is the perfect choice. This vegan protein is packed with essential nutrients to help you stay energized and healthy. With plant-based protein powder becoming increasingly popular amongst health-conscious individuals, it's no surprise that raw vegan plant-based proteins has become a leader in the industry. Whether you're an athlete or just looking to increase your daily protein intake, this vegan protein powder can help you reach your goals. Visit rawvegan.com. Again, rawvegan.com. Welcome to the Second Win Boxing Media. I'm your host, Rashid Hammond, and alongside...
It's your boy, Caesar Fantastic.
Well, today we got a very few topics to talk about. The first topic that we're going to get into is about Showtime. Maybe done permanently. From we sources is telling us that Showtime will no longer be having fights. I sees what is the official date, if you know when that goes into effect. Is it now or is it in the near future?
Paramount, that's Showtime's parent company, Paramount Global. They announced today that Showtime and they getting out of the whole boxing business. So Showtime will, like per their release, they say Showtime will continue to air and support the remaining of the 2023 boxing slate and honor obligations through the end of the year.
Okay.
So I'm guessing they gonna honor the contracts and things they got for the rest of this year. Next year it's over. They washing their hands, man.
How you feel about that, brother? About Showtime? But me and you have been definitely
knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. Yeah, we knew it was coming.
A lot of people.
We knew it was coming. It was. Oh, they ain't want to believe it. But the signs was there. Like when the fight wasn't being made, the Spence fight, Spence and Crawford, it wasn't being made, and it's like when a lot of the fights weren't being made. You know what I mean? It's like, what are y'all doing? You know what I mean? So signs was there. Biggest sign that stamped it for me was when Broner came out and said, "Yeah, Showtime, boxing."
Definitely,
yeah, they came out.
It was the first to break it.
Yeah, and they was like, well, "Boxing? Oh, now we gonna be fighting on Twitter." Like when he hit that, man, I said, "Oh yeah, it's serious." Dang. Like but you knew it was coming. I mean, with the influx of streaming, the fact that they refused to get money from other sources, you know what I mean? So it's a lot gonna have to be done to really get boxing where it has to be again.
You mentioned in the past about the they need to come up with more strategies. Like you've always been an advocate for Bob Erm's philosophy of using the commercials to fund
commercials.
Basically,
God, that's a lot of money they throwing. They wasting so much money with not using commercials, and you know how much money they pay for commercials. Super Bowl is almost $2 million a commercial or something, right?
Right.
Not comparing any boxing fight to the Super Bowl. Great. Right. Okay. But if you got Canelo versus me, you could charge a meal like 500,000, or you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just Canelo's viewership is gonna render sponsors to come out the woodworks.
Right.
Tecate and all them gonna drop so much money for that, for Canelo, for any Canelo fight. You got so many boxers. Boxers don't really focus on branding.
Right.
One thing boxers really have to do, start now, especially being that you're seeing these companies going out of the woodworks. Boxers gonna have to start focusing on their branding.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Saying and get your own promotion company. Start doing your own business. That's what Floyd did the best, man. Floyd did that the best. He
I
got from
agree.
up under everybody and said, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get mine. I'm gonna get mine. So that's what everybody need to do. Everybody need to follow that blueprint and really start focusing on their brands, focusing on getting their own sponsors and coming to the table. Come to the table with your own sponsors. You know what I'm saying?
That,
And that's money behind you right there. Boom.
you're right. And that's what I'm noticing now. Being we getting involved in some things behind the scenes that we that sponsorship is a very important attribute to have. It not only helps you as the fighter, it also help partners that you're doing business with, and it gives you more equity as a fighter to be
Yeah.
able to negotiate better terms. It's
Man.
always great money behind you, backing you,
Had that
a
money
company,
behind you. Like,
and is
what
already
I'm coming
backing
with.
you, so it puts you as an asset to anyone that invests into your program. And to you as the brand, as Sean, as C said, is the brand that comes forth is the one that gets more equity from its popularity as well as its sales power, selling power. You know, that is very important as promoters, managers, fighters, networks, um, pay-per-view, even that can have it could be something put in place where that
Yeah.
can be funded to a degree.
That's
You can add an
much.
additional, you talking about adding an additional 10 million, 20 million to a fight easily added to revenue streams. You can throw even come up on the screen every periodically just pop up. If you want me to have
Mm-hmm.
my event pop, if you want your company to pop up on my uh uh um
Pay per
network
view.
on my
Yeah.
pay-per-view, you have to pay me $1 million every time I flash it. Floyd Mayweather
Mm-hmm.
was getting $40 million just to put on a pair of shorts. $50 million
Mm-hmm.
just to put on a pair of shorts. It's all about branding. See, this thing now is about marketing, and that's what networks gain their revenue from. Advertisement. They are
Mm-hmm.
advertising agency. That's all networks. Actually, now I'm not talking about cable networks. I'm speaking on um the the local networks and all the
Mm-hmm.
networks that's on regular TV at the time, which it used to be, where that's how money was made through the
Yeah.
advertising. But
Yeah. Advertising. Yeah. Let me
you
tell
know,
you. Go.
go ahead, brother. Nah, I want to hear what you got to
No,
say, brother.
I was gonna say I'm gonna stamp it right now. Logan Paul and them over the weekend did what 1.2, 1.4 mil,
Wow.
something like that,
Yeah,
right? What they come to the game, what they come to the table with, a brand,
a brand.
ready-made brand already. They come to the table with a brand, put it on pay-per-view, 1 point something million already sold, money behind
Wow.
them. You know what I'm saying? They putting on shows they self.
Right.
Money behind
Don't
them,
need no
sponsorships
middleman.
behind them, everything behind them. They just come on, let's go. And
Got
they
paid.
raking in money. Raking in
Got
money.
paid. I know they made
Yeah.
but about 80 million, probably 50, 40
One
million.
thing them influencers, that's the thing influencers know about. Building a brand.
Right.
Build your brand. The sponsors and everything else gonna come get behind you. And everything will just gonna skate right through. You Gucci. Like, man, I'm like, God dang, man. I heard
Yeah,
there was some trash fights too, man. I ain't even
they
watch them. Like,
got a fan base behind them, so it don't matter. Like, that
that's what I'm
and
saying. The
boxing need
brand
to
right there.
learn how to adopt that. You got to
Mm-hmm.
stop hating on it, just adopt it and learn from it. Listen here,
Yeah,
come see the Paul brothers. Let's sit down, let's talk about things we can fix.
yeah, yeah.
Let's add you to this thing. Which he is promoting fighters now. So Jake Paul
Yeah.
is promoting. So, but
Mm-hmm.
come on, let's sit down, let's talk, and let's negotiate how to increase revenue within the boxing brand. How can we
Yeah.
add other streams of revenue where we may be able to create this union to help teach this and add this to some form? You never know, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's the possibilities is unlimited, man. And as Showtime, as we got off topic, we really it's on the same topic of
Yeah.
what we trying to make.
It's the same
Now
topic, but we
got off a
veered
little
to the
bit,
left
but
a little
going
bit.
back, coming back. Showtime's boxing was a great production, great
Mm-hmm.
quality setup. They got better because the 90s, I'm talking the 90s Showtime, the 80s Showtime. Great
But that was
great
compared to
commentary.
HBO. Compared to
It
HBO, it was
was
like,
so top notch, though. Woo, it was so top notch that
yeah,
Showtime was the number two.
yeah,
And and
they
the
was just getting
only
in the
reason
game
why
too.
and the only reason why Showtime became number one was when Schaefer and all those
HBO bowed
guys
out.
and jumped over to the Floyd Mayweather and that squad went on over to the Showtime side. That's what changed Showtime's popularity. That pushed
Mm-hmm.
HBO
Yeah,
out
the
of place.
Mayweather era.
The Mayweather era
They ain't had
did
the
that,
biggest fighter. They
and
ain't had the
they couldn't
biggest
they
fighter
couldn't keep
no.
up with the numbers that brother was bringing in. Those 100 million, $200 million purse earning fights. Showtime was not the place to be in the 90s.
They
HBO
had
was
they lucked up and got Tyson, but other
yeah,
than that,
yeah.
everybody
That was the
else was
only
like,
thing they had. The only
nah.
thing they had. And Tyson wasn't,
Uh,
I mean, he was a powerhouse, but Floyd Mayweather was
he
such a
was on the
super
end.
powerhouse
Yeah,
that you went that way. They did luck up on a few because they did some joint ventures with the Holyfield and Mike Tyson.
yeah,
They had joint,
yeah.
I think it was somebody else. It was a few other joint venture fights that they
Uh huh.
had together where both networks
They both
collaborated
ate.
and it
Yeah,
made things happen. We didn't see that in this era. Once Floyd went over, he went over. You even gonna come to A side and B side was a big deal now, and the rate and the Mayweather era. A side and
mm,
B side wasn't really a big deal when it came to Holyfield and Mike Tyson. That didn't matter because both of them was two
yeah,
super mega fighters that we
yeah.
both
They
can
two
split
A
the
sides.
same
It's like,
way on the show. Yeah, yeah. So,
yeah,
you know, HBO was the production in HBO was top notch. It was like it was a it was a it was a different cadence that you heard when you
yeah.
you you knew when HBO was on. Those commentators were different.
Uh
Don't
huh.
get me wrong,
Yeah.
Showtime had
It was a
excellent
production.
commentary. They had the great Bobby Chairs on there. They had my guy who's still on there actually. He been on there a few times. What's his name? The Hall of Fame gentleman. I'm having a brain freeze.
Big dude, right? Um,
Yeah,
dude, I ain't
Bernstein.
no box. Yeah, Al Bernstein.
Bernstein, Al Bernstein.
Dude, I ain't no box.
And he boxed. Yeah, I didn't know at first
Yeah.
either. Al Bernstein, him, Bobby Cheers, and they had the other older gentleman. I forgot his name. And it was a great it was a great commentary. The fights was good. You had some great fights on there. The fights was equal far as talent wise to the
Mhm.
other, just the production was two different sounds. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
miss
How about this?
because it was the
About to
best. It
say.
was a great flip flop of
Uh-huh.
two of two great mega houses. Both of them will be no longer apart. I hope HBO finds a way to get back in because we miss those days of the HBO fights.
Man.
I'm talking about
Ooh.
this is what I think, in my opinion, sees that hurt Showtime boxing. Too many unworthy pay-per-view fights.
That was gonna be my next
Too
question. What caused the outcome?
many.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
go
a
ahead. That was
problem.
your question, and that's
That
my
was one
answer.
question I had. Too many.
Too many unworthy pay-per-view fights.
Mm-hmm.
The formula of HBO was this. We will have even the megastar will fight on regular TV or fight on regular HBO,
Mm-hmm.
not the pay-per-view card, and it was according to the opponent, right? The opponent, if the opponent's not no mega fighter, you still put that fighter on the HBO regular fight.
HBO.
We got Mike Tyson fighting
Mm-hmm.
what's anybody, even Buster Douglas. That wasn't a pay-per-view fight, that was a regular fight he lost on. So Mike Tyson fighting Buster Douglas, he loses. We get to bear witness to this history without having to pay a bunch of money to see it.
Pay $90.
I'm trying to think of some other guys. Mike Tyson fighting shit. Mike Tyson fighting
Bruce Seldon. Bruce Seldon.
Mike Tyson fighting damn Spinks. That was
Frank Bruno. Frank Bruno. Yeah.
But Mike Tyson fighting regular, fighting Spinks for the titles. That wasn't no pay-per-view fight. That was a regular HBO fight. That's what made us fall in love with boxing, because we didn't have to always go to Johnny's house to see it. Goddamn, over on the other end for $90.
Every fight wasn't a pay-per-view, and that's how it should be. Every fight's not a pay-per-view. They getting to a point where they're gonna be charging for like regular random fights, and it's like, I think that's where streaming really started taking over. Like, that was one thing that I was gonna say was the problem with streaming, and it's because people stream because of what you said. It's too many pay-per-views. You're charging for fights that, like, I'm not paying for this.
Exactly.
So, well, I'm gonna find a way to watch it because I love the sport.
Exactly.
But I'm not paying $80, $90 to watch Tyrone and Lil Durrell up the street fight on TV. Like, that's not what I'm paying for.
You're right, brother. You're right.
So yeah, that's crazy to me. So it's like they doing that. They fleecing the fans too much. I'm like, I would watch commercials on regular HBO.
I would too.
If they say, or regular Showtime, if they say, look, they paying us a couple million. You know what I'm saying? We're making a few extra mil to pay these fighters some more money.
Right.
Just throwing these commercials on here real quick. Like, you know what I mean? Look, ESPN, you got to buy the ESPN app. You got to buy the ESPN Plus app. Yeah. You got to pay for the pay-per-view, and they still throwing commercials on the pay-per-view. They getting money all over.
All around the board.
They getting money all over. And they holding on strong. The ESPN like, we ain't going nowhere. It's sweet.
And they consistently have fights on that joint too. They consistently have a fight.
And they throw some stat cards too. That's all they fight. Everybody fighting. Come on. Oh, y'all. Come on over here. We gonna fight. Got fight today. 20 of y'all. We got 20 of y'all. Yeah, they throwing their fights. They doing all that. PBC was struggling, and Showtime was shit. Might get four fights. Two of them televised. Like,
and that was the thing. We want it free. And if and we won't mind paying the subscription to the channel, that's not an issue.
Yeah, we
mind paying the $90 just to watch a regular fight, a regular
fight. Tank and Ryan worthy of it. Tank and Ryan worthy. That was Spence and Crawford. Worthy. Ruiz and Ortiz, respected them guys. I like both of them.
But nah,
I'm not paying for that.
Hell nah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not paying for it. Like, it is what it is.
They started that, man. Once they
man, it's over. But see, it's a money grab. This is when it became a money grab. And when fans see a money grab,
they get out.
It's like, oh nah, you can see it. You see it. You see the play. Oh nah, this is a money grab.
And you know what's crazy? They don't, like you said, they don't they don't stop watching. They just stream watch it. So all
Hey,
they can do
I
is
find a way. I
is
find a way. Shit, man.
yeah, yeah,
Pay per view back in
stream.
the days, everybody had a box.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
everybody had a little. Everybody had a
So
box. They throw that on right there. You know what I'm
Showtime,
saying?
a scrambler box, I
I
think it
mean,
was back.
yeah, scrambler. Yeah, everybody had a little box. Boop. We're gonna watch this on this
Exactly.
box real quick. We're gonna watch it. I ain't paying for it, but we gonna
That's
watch
it. So,
it.
but yeah, man,
Oh yeah, bro.
all right,
You
man,
gonna find your way.
What's the next
So
question, bro?
where PBC go from now? Where you think PBC land?
That's a great question. Man, me and you was talking earlier about Amazon possibly.
Yeah, Amazon was seeming like it was the way in the
And
beginning.
you mentioned to me that some news I didn't know that they offered the zone offered them $1 billion
Yeah,
deal.
the zone came to the table with a belly for him. The zone was like, look, we got this bag if you want to come on over. But I imagine
Ooh,
Amazon got a nice hefty bag too.
probably
So
got a
they
deal too. They
weighing,
might got
they mulling over between them two.
yeah, whichever one, man, was because I know they was real funny about being on the app, as they called it, especially the Mayweather
Yeah, I
promotion.
don't want to be on no
They're not
app.
fighting on
But
this
I mean,
app.
low key, Amazon the app too. Like so.
Everything's an app now. Shit, even
Everything
Showtime be
app now, champ. Man,
right.
hey,
The app
I
is
had to
no,
get
it
me a
doesn't
deal
make
work something with Tubi. Hey, we
right.
gonna have a Tubi fights.
Hey,
Hey, you know what I'm talking about? We gonna get the Tubi
they got
fights.
enough
The
money. They
hood
might
joints
just
right
start
here.
their own network. Shoot, they got enough bread to start their own network. PBC,
Easy,
easy man. They could get their own network.
easy. Start your own app and man, pay per view your own man. What? You
Yeah,
know how much
yeah.
money they go? God have mercy. I'm just.
I,
Don't give him
I'm at
that,
the
Rush.
point,
Hey,
man.
don't give him that. Don't give him that, dog. Don't give him that. We got charged for that, Joe.
shit. They
We got
still put down.
charged for that.
They have some
Hey,
meat for
them damas,
HBO all over
they
again.
got a Billy they got a Billy coming in. They got
Yeah.
a Powerball ticket coming in. Y'all can break me off with something for this now. They got a Powerball ticket coming in.
Real talk.
Like, hell nah.
Real talk.
Y'all get this.
And those
I
that's
ain't gonna get y'all
listening,
this knowledge.
and those that's listening, man, who do you think? Where you think that PBC should go from here? You know, now that they are no longer on that side of the, because they was the main draw for the
Oh yeah,
Showtime.
they was
So,
Showtime.
so where do PBC go from here? Where do they take their talent to? Leave
Yeah,
it in the description
drop
or
that in
leave
the
it in the
box.
comment
Drop
section.
that in the comments.
Yeah, see
That in the
who you want
comments.
to
Let
go.
us know.
Great question there, man.
Yeah, I think it's iffy, man, because if they go to zone, almost the whole boxing game opens up for them. You know, well, the
Yeah,
whole side. They won't be able to the zone work with ESPN, so you'll be able to really finesse some things with that too. But then you'll have the DAZN fighters, the Matchroom fighters, and the Golden Boy fighters that you could also pick apart too, because I
yeah.
think BBC dudes tear all of them up.
I
But
I don't think they'll tear up the. I don't think they would tear
oh
up
no,
the.
not the top rank dudes. Top rank got some smoke for them.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, they might do the
Yeah,
zone.
that's what I'm saying. They're
Them
killing
top
the zone dudes though. Them PBC
they
dudes
better
coming. They
fight.
running through all of them, and the Golden Boy dudes, Golden Boy in the zone. Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah,
You mess
I
with them,
can.
I ain't gonna go over there and mess around with some of them ESPN cats if you want. But
Yes,
I mean,
boys,
so
they elite fighters, man. They top.
oh man,
amateurs.
they top
All the Olympians and
medalists
shit.
and everything. They get them
Man,
all.
I've heard about 3 damn this weekend. I was like, damn, this fight this week. Silver
Oh
medalist,
yeah.
silver medalist,
Oh
silver
yeah.
medalist.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
five,
They got 'em.
4, 5
All of
medalists
them.
on this here, man. That's
All
a damn.
of them. Man. You win a medal, top rank gonna be at your door.
Yeah, I see. They
Bob
snatch
Brown
you
gonna
up.
come personally meet you.
Damn, because what's the name of silver medalist too? Shakur silver medalist too. God
Shakur,
damn,
yeah, Shakur, yeah.
man, they got a
Yeah,
mob
then
ready.
Duke one. Duke got
Big
one,
Duke.
right?
Yep. Damn.
They got him. They got him.
Man,
They got him
they don't want
strong.
to go over there and get that. They don't want that work over there on that end. I'm sorry, man. The boys
Yeah,
trash.
it's some smoke over there. They like, hold up. That's why they stay away. Look, they talk trash in the little public, but they know, nah, we ain't gonna do that. But yeah. So I think like going with the zone will open up more fights on the zone side, but going with Amazon pretty much closed the door on everything. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if Amazon gonna work with nobody. Amazon low, Amazon low money hungry they self.
Right. Amazon, but
Amazon don't
Amazon
really
be
play fair.
Amazon is about that. They can they the one with
I,
the biggest
I
bag
tell
in the
you what
world
Amazon.
though.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what they gonna do. What they gonna try to do. Amazon gonna say, "Oh, you want to go to the zone? All right, we gonna buy the zone."
I ain't surprised. I've seen that. I've seen a move like that.
That's what they do. They say, "Oh, we
Yeah,
can't
I've
get you.
seen that.
All right,
We gonna
we
buy
gonna
the
throw
zone.
some money at the problem."
Big bank, they little bank all day long, bruh.
Oh, Dave, man, I used to love
Yeah.
playing that game.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
man.
you got any more questions, brother?
Um, what do you think? What legacy do you think Showtime leave behind, and do you think they passed HBO as far as legacy
Ah, that's a
and
great
boxing?
question. I say no. I give them this. I give them this. Listen, I give
HBO,
them this.
HBO was that.
Yeah, exactly. I give Showtime this for making those fights with Floyd Mayweather. Far as sales go, it's different.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, the time was like we said, most fights wasn't pay-per-view fights. So that's really why one reason. The other
Mm-hmm.
reason is this. Too many eras of great fights came on HBO. It's ridiculous. If you did a
Yeah.
collection of fights together, you put the mega fights and some fights that were just good ass fights that was on the regular HBO
Mm-hmm.
uh, channel, opposed to the Showtime fights where these past 4 years
Everything
been
pay per view.
pay-per-view, which we've
Everything
been
pay per
pissed
view.
about. Like,
Oh my
I'm not paying to go see this fight, man. I went to sleep
pay
on
per
so
view
many of them
every
fights I can pay
couple
for.
weeks.
Yeah, I'm not paying for that.
Pay
I'm
per view
gone.
every
Let me
couple weeks. It's like, come on,
watch.
y'all fleecing.
The regular HBO formula was much better than
Yeah,
Showtime
formula was fire.
formula of constantly throwing a. And it wasn't even. And let me say this: I wouldn't say it was just HBO Showtime because it happened on PBC's watch. Because when you turn to Fox, sometimes some of them fights was Fox doing the Showtime. You know what I'm saying, for PBC sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
Mm-hmm.
paying for
Yeah.
some Fox fights for PBC too. So
Oh yeah. Wilder with Fox. He go with
yeah,
Fox, and a lot of them fighters they signed with Fox, but they were PBC. So you know,
right. So
it's a thing.
but
But
HBO, my opinion, was the greatest boxing network we ever saw in history.
yeah,
Showtime number
yeah,
2 for
HBO
sure.
was that.
HBO,
Yeah,
it was
Showtime definitely
undisputed at
number two.
that show.
But
HBO was the
yeah,
best thing.
I mean the ground that Showtime covered though, because back then it was night and day. You know what I mean? It was night and day. It was like, oh Lord, I don't really want. It's sort of like me being a NFC fan watching a
Right.
game on
On,
CBS. And I don't
I
like it.
hated that
I'm like,
shit.
this just don't look right.
I
It
hated
don't
it.
look
I
right.
still do. I still do. Every time that they do
So
that
it
shit, I
was like
hate it.
Showtime. I'm like, this just don't look right.
Don't
It's
look
not as
right.
crisp back then. You
Right,
know, they
right.
came a long way and closed that gap as far as production and quality and everything like that. So salute to them. But that HBO just it was the commentators and the whole the Foreman, especially when Foreman came with Roy and Manny and Lampley. Oh man, that was it was fun, man. It was fun. So yeah, they ain't past them, but they came close. They came close, and salute to them, man. All their future endeavors. Devin Haney and Regis Prograde. Coming what, December 9th?
Yeah, that's
Right?
a great fight. That's a great fight. They talking a lot of shit on there, and I know they was going back and forth with the coaches, trainers. Um, they was one guy was like, "Man, we gonna call Javante." You know what I'm
Call,
saying?
yeah, call Tank. Yeah, we gonna call Tank. We gonna call Tank and call him.
Call her, and all the other 35 pounders. Man, he wasn't trying to fight nobody. Devin Haney ain't foolish. That shit was getting real hot down there, man.
Yeah, yeah, 35 getting spooky. It was like, whoa, let me get on, you know. Shoot, if
I know.
Loma tattooed me like this,
Right. I wonder how you gonna take that punch. What you think? How would you think the outcome gonna be in this fight?
I don't know if Devin got enough to keep Rougarou honest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think he gonna come in there. I think Devin gonna pop, and try to bang and everything. He gonna be able to land some punches. He gonna be able to land shots. Know if Regis' defense is all that. You know what I'm saying? But when something come back at him, I want to see how he react. You know what I mean? And I want to see how that extra weight look on him, you know? Because a lot of times his last few recent fights, oh Lord, he was looking bad at the weigh-ins. So now he won't have to really drain himself as much. So I want to see if that plays a factor as well. But I'm interested in the fight.
You be looking like Skeletor in them.
You be looking straight like Skeletor. I'm like, God, dang, his face sucked. I'm like, good gracious. But I'm interested. I'm interested in the fight. I think it's a good fight. It's a good fight. It's a good introduction to that weight division for Devin too, because it's somebody whose style he could take advantage of, but it's dangerous. It's a dangerous fight at the same time.
Do he hold his undisputed titles? Did he vacate them, or he just went up and wait for some fights to go back down? Deal.
Oh no, they stripped. I think they stripped one or two. I think I think they wound up took. Is it WBO or WBA? So yeah, they saying that they. Go. So yeah, he gonna wind up just. He ain't going back down there, man. It's too much smoke. It's too much smoke. He gonna go up there. He gonna fight Rougarou and T.O. and probably try to fight Ryan. And, you know.
Is he still a free agent?
Yeah,
it's a free agent, or he's still under Bob and him. I didn't really.
Well, I think he do. Yeah, I don't know. I think he do. Yeah, because this ain't under Bob.
Okay.
Yeah. What you call? He with Pro Bellum, I think, right? I think Regis with like Pro Bellum or somebody. But yeah, it's a DAZN get down there. Trying to find this mug. I'll find a dang on what you call, but I think it's a DAZN joint for real.
Okay.
And nothing saying the dang on with broadcasting, but yeah, it's an interesting fight. Interesting joint. I'm geeked. I want to see it. December 9th, San Fran. I'm trying to think. I'll come with my prediction next time we on here, man. I'm gonna have to hold fast on that prediction.
I'm gonna wait for that one too for closer fight time. Close to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hold fast on the predictions. Benavidez and Andre.
Ooh, that's a good fight. I can't wait to see that.
Announce.
Great fight. Great matchup.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's gonna take.
I'm sure. I
want to see how deep with waters he is with the skill level with both fighters. Both fighters gonna really be tested. Is one gonna be tested? Can they take the punch? I just know Boo Boo has a lot of head movement and good skill, but his thing is his opposition is not as qualified as Benavidez has. He has more competition, which I know he's not no Keller plant. He's more who he's fighting. What I'm saying is I know that
Yeah.
Boo Boo is more of a polished and well put together fighter.
Man.
It's
And
just not gonna
all
be
of it and could
now. This is the type of fights that this is a pay-per-view fight. This is
oh
definitely
yeah.
a pay-per-view fight. So, this ain't
Yeah.
one of those ones. But in actuality, in old days,
This would have been regular.
this would have been a regular fight. In the old days,
Yeah.
we going by old day rules, the HBO days.
Yeah.
Would have
Oh, it
been
was
on
only a
regular.
few pay-per-view guys.
Yeah, it was
Tyson,
only
Holyfield,
you can probably name 5.
shoot. Fringe Foreman, I guess Foreman on the return.
Foreman versus
Fringe, was
Holyfield.
he a yeah, I'm about to say, other than that, was he a really pay-per-view dude?
Holyfield versus Foreman was a pay-per-view fight. I remember.
No, I'm saying, but other than Holyfield was a pay-per-view dude.
Yeah, Bo
Foreman, I'm talking about Foreman.
Yeah, Foreman was not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just in general, I don't know if he was really a pay-per-view dude.
He was not, because he would fight. He won world titles on regular HBO.
On regular, it's more than them. Yeah.
On regular, yeah. So he was a regular HBO. So the scale of being on that, those two wouldn't have made it because they are not high draw.
You had to have fan base.
You
had to be able to really celebrate.
Yeah.
You had to have a brand.
You had to have a brand.
You had to have a brand. Go back to what I was talking about earlier.
Make our pay-per-view fighters. That's what hurt.
Yeah.
That's Showtime. And we just summed it up in that much right there. But who else?
That joint going down November 24th.
Bo was a pay-per-view fighter fighting Holyfield.
Yeah.
Bo fought on regular TV.
Holyfield was the guy. Holyfield was the pay-per-view guy.
Yeah. Bo fought on regular fight cards regular HBO cards, and like a lot of them that was regular HBO.
That was regular jumps. Yeah.
Just because they wasn't just pulling out the pay-per-view card like it was sweet like that.
Nah.
You had
everything went to pay-per-view. You had
even when
Tyson, Holyfield. I'm trying to think of was it any
Sugar Ray Leonard
was on regular
NBC. That was a regular. When he fought Terry Noah, that was a regular HBO card. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember that when he came back? That was a regular HBO card, but it was NBC. They was more EABC, ABC. They would fight on that.
ABC, yeah. Fight on regular TV.
People wasn't running to that. Man, they wasn't doing it, but he fought on HBO too. Ray fought Johnny Ken on HBO.
Yeah,
at the Capitol Center. So it was fights on there too. But man, I'm just like, bring back the old formula so you can survive. Let the so-called, we call them so-called casual fans, get to see you more.
To see it. Man. You making everything a pay-per-view. How you gonna grow a fan base of new fans?
Right.
Because if I didn't know nothing about boxing but heard about this fight, I'm not gonna drop $80 just to watch it for something that I might not like.
Exactly. Might not like.
And I'm like, okay, but if I'm hearing about this fight coming on this weekend and it's on TV,
right,
on regular HBO, all right, I'm gonna tune in. I'm gonna see what's up with this. Oh, I like this. That's where UFC got boxing beat by a landslide.
That's it.
Because they throw events on regular TV. They build their fighters on regular TV. So people can see them, fall in love with the fighter. See him. They see 10, 15 fights it is, and then pay-per-view. Oh man, that's my favorite fighter. I want to watch it. I'm a buy. You know what I'm
Guess
saying? Now you got they raising fighters on pay-per-view. Bama's
Right.
got 2 fights. They fight, so they're all on pay-per-view. You're not able to build them a fan base. You can't
Right.
build them a fan base on pay-per-view. You're gonna maximize building fighters' fan bases and giving fighters a brand on regular TV.
Guess where they got the
It's just
formula?
simple. Ain't nobody paying for it.
They got the formula
Right.
from old school boxing, the 80s and 90s. They still
Yeah.
adapt that. They adapted their philosophy, and they still surviving from that philosophy. Of course, you can say one thing. Well, they don't pay the fighters. As an organization, they making big money. They're $1 billion. They just bought or acquired of joint venture with WWE.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
With that they didn't combine somebody. They sold the company, they just bought WWE, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So
they bought
listen,
it
if they have that power to do that, and the guy that owns UFC was the guy who shut down Kanye West. He was the one who threw the first hit out there. Not hit mean like harming him, but the hit of hit his pockets. He was the first one to do that out there. So Slim got some power, and he also got some money. So his brother was the mayor of Chicago. So
I remember a time when boxing was scared. Boxing was scared that they was gonna step into the boxing lane because they know how much money they could probably. You know what I'm saying? Boxing scared they gonna step into the boxing lane and start promoting boxing. You know, so
wouldn't be surprised if they in Al Heyman's pockets right now behind the scenes. Somebody, one of them is running that on his bitch.
Hey man,
Man, Floyd Mayweather. What's up, champ?
Now, going back to Benavidez, Andre. Everybody know my Benavidez is like my 3rd favorite fighter. That's my man. I like Benavidez. Why you take this fight, man?
I'm glad he.
Why you take this fight, bro? I am too. I'm a fan of the sport, so it's like, I want to see the best fights. I don't care. I want to see it. You had Canelo right in your sights, and now you go Andre to do probably the boogeyman for real. Oh no, man! Why did you take this fight now? But I'm happy you did. I'm scared. I don't know if I can even rock with him this fight. Like as far as like that's my man. Like I want him to win. I'm rooting for you. But if I had to put up some money,
I'm about to go to put you in the hot seat, man. Right, man. What's your prediction?
Man, that's my man. You know that's my boy, man.
I ask you that while you're unsure. What's your predictions on this fight here?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man.
What's your predictions? What is it?
Man, Benavidez is like my 3rd favorite fighter, right?
Yeah, I know.
You do know that, right? Yeah. So I'm rooting for him.
Okay. No, that ain't the question, bro. Is he gonna win the fight? Brother.
I can't say my man gonna lose, man, but
yeah.
I'm scared, Joe. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, bro,
I got the utmost respect for Andre and what Andre do. I mean, the utmost respect. I think Andre the true boogeyman, man. Like, I think Andre all that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I think he all of it.
Right.
Fights might be a little boring, but skill wise, there ain't nobody. I don't got nobody beating this dude for real, low key. Not in that division.
It's a chance, man. I'm rooting for him. I'm going with him. I don't really care too much about Benavidez. He's not one of mine.
Yeah.
One of my fighters.
Yeah, he ain't your guy. He ain't your guy.
Flaws in him. A fight with perfect timing will capitalize on that because he's throwing all those punches. and the head movement, the feints.
Yep, that's Andre.
This shit for that shit there, though. It's for them all. It's something for them rapid punches. The head movement.
That's Andre. Andre gonna tuck right in between them joints. Right in between. Bink.
Bink. Take his time.
Benavidez get hit too much. And Andre could crack.
Right, come back with the hook, cut over to the left, head movement, roll under.
Yeah.
Right there.
Like you got Canelo right there. You right there in line for Canelo. Hey,
I got him catching him with body. I got him catching with a nice body coming from the body when he tried to throw the jab out there, slip over to the right. He come back up top with the hook.
Mm-hmm. Oh
all
man.
Day, come back up top
all while maintaining defensive responsibility and keeping man.
Give him a couple of little as he come forward, step over, bop, come with the hook. Man, I felt as though I was step over to the left. Okay. Oh, damn, Benavidez is hurt right now. Oh, boo-boo's on him.
You think the winner of this will get Canelo? You think Canelo will fight the winner of this? Because I don't think Canelo will fight Andre.
He fight neither one of them dudes. He don't want them.
I think he'll fight Benavidez. I'm telling you. The talk's been there for that.
The way that he picked this fight with T'Challa, I don't think he taking those type of fights.
Man, you know they talking about
non-existent.
You know where it is that it's gonna be Maul.
Next, the brother.
Man.
I think he'll do some work to him. May do some work with him.
He killed Maul. Jamal ain't fought in 2 years.
I don't care, but he bigger.
He gonna kill. He not big. He fought 160.
I hope he don't be weird like that and do nothing like that. Where you hear this at? Where you hear this? Where you get your sources from?
I just been hearing on the interwebs, man. That Maul is in discussions.
You gotta put these sources out there so we won't take the hit on that source there, man.
Oh no, I'm just saying. I said I'm hearing. I ain't say this is true. I said I heard that Maul is an option for the next fight. I ain't saying it's true, but I'm saying he's an option. Yeah. Like if that's an option, that's not even a good option. I'm not. Not a pay-per-view.
Right, I get it.
You know, that's not the way to go out. That's not the way to go out, Showtime. That ain't what you wanted. Well, that'll be for next year. That'll be for next year.
Now, when I speak on that, Canelo is a bona fide pay-per-view fighter.
Oh, yeah.
But I still believe in the old philosophy. If you want to keep boxing alive and keep boxing resurrected, right? You want to keep boxing at its greatest, far as revenue for your network to survive is, you're going to have to put Canelo on a tune-up fight on regular HBO or whatever the new network is. This is what the formula should
what you get? How many tune-up fights he get?
Nah, but
what was Mel? What was Jamel?
That was a hype fight. That was a hype fight. 2 undisputed world champions. You can still sell that. You still can try to sell that, bro.
It's still a tune-up. It wasn't no danger.
But you still could sell
no danger. You can sell it. You can sell it. Yeah, you can sell it. But in reality, it's a tune-up.
Yeah, I know it is. In my talent,
shoot, what was his last fight before that? When Bivol.
Yeah, that Bivol should have been a regular HBO fight.
Oh no, that should have been a regular fight too. Yeah, nobody really expected Bivol.
They're gonna have to get back to the old formulas. You know, for those that's from Washington D.C., right? Because this is where we from, D.C., go-go town. Go-go culture has never been the same ever since they stopped the weekly PA tapes. For those that know what I'm talking about, you went to a go-go.
Don't go to PA Palace, cuz you
went to a go-go just because you was there. You was on the tape, and you bought the tape because you was on it. That's not the only reason you bought the tape. I wasn't even there. It was all about being the one that had that new fresh PA tape out the
especially if the word you wasn't there, and they'd be like, "Hey, Slim, They was cranking out
and
of
also,
Ibex last night.
but that too. But it also, remember, it was just like having a damn uh 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 a sports card. Man, I got that new junk from yesterday. Man, you got the latest. It was having the newest junkyard or RE from yesterday. My point of getting on topic was when industries go out of their thing that works for them, it sometimes bring their whole brand, their whole industry downhill. Showtime, you did what the go-go bands did. You got rid of the weekly PA tapes. You took a part of their culture away from them. You took a part of our culture away from us, Showtime, when you started making every goddamn fight a pay-per-view fight. We remember growing up as boxing fans. I'm talking pure boxing fans, right? We remember the days of at 10 o'clock. The fights came on about 8:30, but at 10 o'clock, Mike Tyson was fighting James Buster Douglas, or Mike Tyson was fighting Frank Bruno on the fight card, and we cut the TV on. We get to see Mike Tyson. Roy Jones was fighting Montel with Griffin. We got to see Mike Tyson fight Montel Griffin. When Holyfield was fighting Burt Cooper, we got to see Holyfield fight Burt Cooper on regular TV. They didn't try
no more ESPN fights.
They didn't try to force sell it. They gave it to us, and we enjoyed it. They gave it to us, and we tuned in, and we kept HBO alive for a long time, as far as the boxing game go.
And you got to think that also sold the next fight. So if you putting Holyfield on regular, and he's building up fans, so that his next fight a pay-per-view against a bigger name, then more people gonna buy that pay-per-view.
They bought it.
Yeah. Building fans.
And for the credit of Mr. Mayweather, man, I love you, man. I love you as a great guy that was dedicated to the sport. I'm gonna give you your flowers on that. But when you keep throwing out pay-per-view sales, at that time, we didn't have cell phones where we could just get on there and hit the button and call in and order the fight through our phones and through our remote controls. We did have that access. We called it in on the telephones, but everybody wasn't able to just do it anywhere. Like you could, like I'm on 18th Street. I go on my phone.
Driving.
Man, I'm getting the fight tonight. Right. Boop, done deal.
Yeah, bought it.
Bought it.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that you was.
Yeah, it was a hassle back then.
Right.
Call, the line was busy. You're like, oh my God.
Oh, come on, man.
You know what? Forget it. I'm just going over such and such house. He throwing a fight party.
Right. But don't get me wrong, Troy. Floyd Mayweather revolutionized boxing as far as business, as far as the individual earning fights. He done that. These boys is getting paid, get money. They getting paid what some of them dudes is fighting on those pay-per-view events were on fighting regular fights if they get some, but go back to the old strategies as I mentioned about the go-go. Now this is for Gingas. This is for White Boy from RE, from Junkyard Band. As I mentioned that as well. Man. Bring back the PA, the weekly tape, so we can start having that bragging right, or at least put it on streaming. Stream the weekly, so we can have that thing on there, so we know what we was doing that night. That
somewhere, I was up in there. Oh man, you remember the feel? You remember the feel when they throw your name? Oh, see, hey, you be like,
every time I would be on the stage, they asked me to come to the stage, man. So I know them days, man. And they been doing them then when I was getting on the stage all the time, and they asked me to come up there. I'd be like, man, with that new tape, they said, man, ain't no tape come out, man. That was old days. They don't do that no more. I say, well, damn, yo.
I was missing out.
I was missing out all night long. And then,
I
Right? I know we got on topic, but we got it. This is the comparison of industry, what we trying to get on. Wesley used to live in my building, right? Wesley had a big ass trunk, right? He got killed, man, in like 893.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Of Ridge Road. He had this big ass trunk, man.
Everybody used to go to West.
Trunk, he had every junkyard band he you can have. And it was a dude come around the way, man, like, man, I got that new Essence from last night. I got that new junk. I bought the junk from the dude, man. I say, Wesley, yeah, I got that new junk from yesterday. You ain't got this. That was part of the culture. That was part of the culture.
That was the culture. Hey, let me see that joint. Let me go ahead. We go copy that joint real quick.
Let me dub that joint. Let me dub that joint. That's what
let me dub that joint real quick.
Dub that joint right quick, Wesley. Let me get that. Slim, I need to get that. You know,
hey, yeah.
You dubbed the joint, man. Dub took a minute because you had to listen to the whole goddamn thing to get it dubbed on the other joint. Man, it come first off the press, Joe. It's the old DC, man. Bring back boxing the same way, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a hell of a night tonight. We back in the building. Showtime, rest in power. The second win boxing media. Peace.